So we met at college at Eastern
Eastern.
Washington. Yep. And
Eagles.
That's right. I met Samantha through Lylan.
Best friend.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I was messaging Lylan on, I think it was AOL chat or MSN chat,
Back
whatever
in the
it was
day.
at the time. Yeah. And she's like, hey, you got to contact my friend Samantha. I said, oh, okay. And
It was brand new. I didn't know anybody there. I was a freshman.
so I don't remember this part so much, but apparently I called her and Samantha wasn't very nice to me.
Yeah. Well, Lylan didn't tell me that she gave out my phone number, so this strange man just called me and wanted to hang out, and it was a little creepy, but I got over it, clearly. If I don't know who you are, don't call me to hang out. It's creepy.
It wasn't creepy, it was classy. So eventually we get connected, and I used to work at the library, so she came down, we visited for a little bit, and we were friends for about roughly like 2 years.
3 years,
yeah.
right.
And then I went to WSU and was able to reconnect with her, and we started chatting on the phone, and then I eventually said, hey, let's date, and she didn't want to.
No.
So I was kind of like, all right, I'm moving on, and stopped talking to her. And she didn't like that so much.
Yeah.
So what happened after that was
We started dating.
yeah, and what really kicked it off was like I had the opportunity to come to Seattle for an interview, and had her come visit me while I was in town, and so
We had our first date.
yeah, so I was staying at the Hotel Monaco and met her for coffee across the street, and we hung out and
Went out to dinner.
and then I think later that exact same weekend, didn't I go out?
Came and met my parents.
That's right.
First
and
weekend. Yeah.
That was a good time. I didn't know where the heck she was taking me, where Seabeck, Washington was.
He wanted to stop for snacks. We didn't.
It's forever out there. But it was a great weekend, flew home and dated, and what?
Fast forward 7 years.
Yeah, and we were long distance here and there for a little bit of it, and then the funny story is Samantha lived with my parents longer than we had lived in the same zip code.
Yeah.
And so then it got down to the point where we were getting so much.
Needed to make a decision.
Yeah, and
We were enjoying life as it was, but our parents really wanted us to get married.
and when I got a lot of crap from friends and family about, hey, you gonna marry this girl or what? And the one story that sticks with me is when I was back east in DC, while I was on rotation there, met a captain. She's like, how long have you been dating this gal? I was like, oh, almost 8 years, yeah. And she's like, you need to do something about that. And I said, I'll tell you the same thing I tell, the
Boss.
captain or boss, that I work with is, if you get those carriers out to international waters, we can fly everyone out there, we'll just do it right now. And she's like, we need to find out where they are, and we're gonna make this happen. And,
Yeah.
and so we've been looking for rings, and kind of looked a little bit, and I finally selected something. And so my goal was to keep her off my trail.
Yeah.
And so
I have a tendency of finding all of my Christmas presents and my birthday presents, but miraculously he hid like 4 ring boxes throughout the house, and I didn't find a single one of them. Had no idea that it was coming.
And so then what I was doing was I convinced her friend and a few others to dropping hints of when I was going to propose, which was really just to get her off the trail. And what we were looking at doing was having it where the fake one was going to engage at the
Space Needle.
yeah, that's right.
Of
And
Christmas.
I said, hey, so we're going to go dinner at Space Needle, and she's like, oh, is my dad going to be okay with that? I'm like, oh yeah, he's fine, not a problem. Parents are going to come visit that weekend, and our friend Brianna kept dropping hints of, do you think it's going to happen? Do you think it's going to happen?
We need to get our nails done.
So for our anniversary, I said, hey, let's go to this concert at the Paramount, and convinced her to go, and we went and walked around downtown Seattle and hung out. As we were down there, she was like, hey, if we really thought about this better, we should have stayed at the Hotel Monaco where we met. And I was like, yeah, that would have been a good idea, and kind of downplayed it. And then I told her that we need to go back that way because my buddy's law firm's there, and he's having like an open house. And then finally get her to the Hotel Monaco, and it's really funny. So we're walking by, and I was like, hey, why don't we just go in and check it out, since we're here anyways. And as you go into the lobby and take a left, there's a gentleman playing a guitar.
Yeah.
My close friends and family, or our close friends and family, are there sitting around a couch, and her mom's holding her dog, and there's a sign next to her that says,
Will you marry my daddy?
there you go, will you marry my daddy? And Sakila is wearing a sign that says, Mommy, please say yes.
And I didn't see anything of this. All I saw was my dog,
I was there too.
So I ran and picked up my dog, and then turned around and prompted to hug everybody and ask them, are you going to the concert with us? This is so fun.
So excited.
It's not weird at all that you flew in from Boise to go to a concert with us.
Yeah. So then, so I just patiently waited there on one knee, and my best man Kyle, he was pointing and saying, "Turn around," and I didn't even really ask. I just put the ring on her finger and made it.
Yeah.
So you couldn't say no, really.
Yeah.
And
Are you gonna ask me? That's when he's like, there's a sign.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it was great. We were all very excited. That night we celebrated with champagne and hors d'oeuvres and went out with our friends and family and
lot of fun.
had a good time that night.
We were going to have wine today, but Jason forgot a bottle opener.
I don't know why we have wine. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. So that's our engagement story.